My name is Private Becker. I'm from New Paris, Indiana.
Private Remus, Chicago, Illinois.
Private Urasigi, Carruthers, California.
Private Holland from Fostoria.
Private Reed from Louisville, Kentucky. Private Grimes from Houston, Texas.
Private Scoville from Peoria, Illinois.
Private Suarez from Miami, Florida.
Private Dave from Columbia, South Carolina.
Private Rodriguez from Anderson, Indiana.
Private Barnett from Fredericksburg, Virginia.
Private Hamage from Denver, Ohio.
Private Bridges from San Angelo, Texas.
Private Bardish from Chicago, Illinois.
Private Barber from Onalaska, Texas.
Private Balzer from Bismarck, North Dakota.
Private Summers, Lancaster, Pennsylvania.
Private Allen, Fayetteville, North Carolina.
Private First Class Alonso from Dallas, Texas.
Private Avery from Albertville, Minnesota.
Private Worstead from Montgomery, Alabama.
Private Corolla from Austin, Texas.
Private First Class Byrne from Bettendorf, Iowa.
Private Armstrong from Kansas City, Missouri.
Private Bimbo from Mount Vernon, New York.
Private Campbell from Garden, North Carolina. Private Thomas from Liberty, New York.
Private Sazzoni from Seville, Tennessee.
Private Evans from Lakewood, Washington. Private Garcia from Lyons, New York.
Private Johnson from Santa Maria, California.
Private Dale from Houston, Texas.
Private First Class Brown from Chicago, Illinois.
Private Garfalo from Kenosha, Wisconsin.
Private Lee from Seattle, Washington.
Private Esser from Rockville, Wisconsin.
Private Fair from Saginaw, Michigan.
Private Hobbs from New Canaan, Connecticut. Private Armenta from San Diego, California.
Private Hobbs from Heber City, Utah.
Private First Class Garcia from Fresno, California.
Private Kemp from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Private LaChance from Freiburg, Maine.
Private Dane from Fenton, Michigan.
Private Basil from Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Private Beck from Hugo, Oklahoma. Private Music, Yukon, Oklahoma.
Private First Class Josefina from Eno, Oklahoma.
Private Clipple, Scipio, New York.
Private Owen, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Private Parker, Richmond, Virginia.
Private First Class Mackenzie from Christiansburg, Virginia.
Private Stewie, Effingham, Georgia.
Private Charleston, South Carolina. Private Johnston from Sycamore, Illinois.
Private Shibida from Togo, West Africa.
Private Rojas from Jessup, Maryland.
Private Walls from Rock, New Mexico.
Private Teal from Boise, Idaho.
Private Ewing from Medford, Oregon.
Private Smith from Sparks, Nevada.
Private Patino from Hollywood, Florida.
Private Bargerson from Cookville, Tennessee.
Private Reyes from Houston, Texas.
Private Mayor, South Solon, Ohio.
Private Warrow from Ashland, Ohio.
Private Moore, Independence, Iowa.
Specialist Smith from Boulder, Colorado. Clayton from Durham, North Carolina.
Private Pullum from Staten Island, New York.
Private Sigala from Gallup, New Mexico.
Private Slauson from Sacramento, California.
Private First Class Berkshire, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Private Susko from Burleson, Texas.
Private Leo from Mount Russell, Texas.
Private Chandler from Indianapolis, Indiana.
Private First Class Cligbert, Fort Wayne, Indiana.
Yarborough from Columbia, South Carolina.
Private Voom from Fountain Valley, California.
Private Haffey from Oakland, Michigan. Private McCarthy from American Samoa.
Private Queen from Mount Union, Pennsylvania. Private Momberg from Sault Ste. Marie, Michigan.
Private First Class Bryant from Navarre, Florida.
Private McCoy from Ohatchee, Alabama.
Private Cowell from Ellis Grove, Illinois.
Private Derringsburg, LaPlace, Louisiana.
Private Cosi, LaPlace, Louisiana.
Private Gunther from Clinton, Mississippi.
Private Howell from Athens, Georgia.
Private Clayton from Cleveland, Ohio.
Private Sheriff from Racine, Wisconsin.
Private Parent from North Branch, Michigan. Private Reeves, Palmer, Alaska.
Private Reed from Huntsville, Alabama.
First Class Moores from Blue Ridge, Texas.
Private First Class Key from Fresno, California.
Private Burner from Surprise, Arizona.
Private Evans from Athens, Tennessee.
Nash from Hemet, California.
Private Davies from Branson, Missouri. Private First Class Gonzalez, Polk County, Florida.
Private First Class Gregory, Tulsa, Oklahoma. Private Young, Melbourne, Florida.
Private Figueroa, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Private Gonzalez from Hesperia, California.
Private Pitonko from Puente, California. Private Cable from Dayton, Ohio. Private Swanson from Sacramento, California.
Private Ochoa from Denton, Texas.
Private Brawl from Flint, Michigan.
Private Diaz from Fort Worth, Texas.
Private Cordero from Frutos, New Mexico.
Private Gooden, Dayton, Ohio. Private Jones, Richmond, Virginia. Private George, Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Private First Class Ramirez from Dallas, Texas.
Private Gerardo, Temple, Texas.
Private First Class Bishop, Kansas City, Missouri.
Private First Class Anderson from Ponchatoula, Louisiana.
Private Bishop from Lloyd, Missouri.
Private Straub from Allentown, Delaware.
Private Martinez, Chicago, Illinois.
Private First Class Evans, Aberdeen, Mississippi.
Private Collins from Littleton, Colorado.
Private First Class Knight from Palm Bluff, Arkansas.
Private McClanahan, Chicago, Illinois.
Private Papini from Tallahassee, Florida.
Private Rock, Clarksville, Tennessee. Private Mendoza, New Harmony, Utah.
Private Wilson, Newton Falls, Ohio.
Private Perry, Bloomington, Illinois.
Private First Class Greenlee, Bowling Green, Ohio.
Private First Class Schaefer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Private Giussani, Lutz Park, Illinois. Private First Class Locker, San Francisco, California.
Private Murray, Toccoa, Georgia.
Private Coombs, Blair, Nebraska.
Private First Class Varun Damodi, Nepal.
Private First Class Kirkland, Loudon, Tennessee.
Private First Class Soto, San Juan, Puerto Rico.
Private First Class Schroeder, Wells, Minnesota.
Private Wagner from Salt Lake City, Utah.
Private Rosa, Wilmington, North Carolina. Private Monday, Bloomington, Minnesota.
Private O, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Private Rodriguez from Steamboat, Texas.
Private Scott, New Orleans, Louisiana. Private Kepler, New Orleans, Louisiana.
Specialist Mullen, Virginia Beach, Virginia.
Private Stoll, Columbus, Ohio. Private Whitehead, Dallas, Texas.
Private First Class Bone Bright, Stoughton, Wisconsin.
Private Lee, Summerdale, New Jersey. Private Hernandez, Marietta, Georgia.
Private Quesada, Las Vegas, Nevada.
Private Pugh, Asheville, North Carolina.
Private Marshall from Cobblestone, New York.
Private Hill, Spartanburg, South Carolina.
Private Lee, Dayton, Ohio.
Private Gowdy, from Copper's Cove, Texas. Private Abernathy from Cape Girardeau, Missouri.
Private McCabe, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.
Private Andrew from Douglasville, Texas. Private Andrew from Douglasville, Texas.
Private Turner, from Baton Rouge, Louisiana. Private First Class Ludwig, from Geneseo, Illinois.
Private Lambic, Island Lake, Illinois.
Private Poindexter, Litchfield Park, Arizona. Private Nolan, Campbellsburg, Kentucky. Mambu from Western Fragasso Rodeo.
Private Garcia, Modesto, California.
Private Granado, Bridgeport, Connecticut. Private Martin, Crown Point, Indiana.